love for basketball lived on. He quickly became a phenomenon at UMass under Jack Lehman and Ray Wilson, who were old college teammates.
He learned the game as a small player, as a guard, small forward, and then grew into a big player, 6'6", 6'6.5", and he had all the skills that he had to have.
After his junior year, Julius left for the pros, leaving a college career in which he averaged over 26 points and 20 rebounds a game in 2 varsity seasons. Signing a 4-year, $500,000 contract with the Virginia Squires of the ABA, the doctor then became Dr. J. After leading the league in scoring his second year, Julius was sold to the New York Nets. In 3 seasons as a Net, he won 2 MVP awards and led the team to championships in 1974 and 76.
He's very conscious of his big fro, so he spent a lot of minutes in the mirror, tacking it up, trying to get it together, get it in line, and we go out on the court, get all wild and fuzzy, but at that time he didn't care. But he's probably a little more vain than people would realize.
Ball world, Julius Erving was an athletic young prospect and nothing much more. But Dr. J had found a perfect new venue for his game.
Ain't no stopping me now. Like a bird, I'm flying free. Ain't no ball and chain can keep a hold of me.
He was just shackled. And the minute he got to the ABA, he just... Wow!
Dr. J! Oh, super effort.
I developed my own style of play, which is a playground style. It's real loose, a real freelance style.
There's the man, Julius Erving.
I thought I knew Julius Erving as a basketball player. And then I went and watched some guy they called Dr. J. I never saw this guy before.
And there is Julius Erving. Look at that move behind the back. Oh!
All of a sudden, he's coming in off the foul line. He's coming in off the wings. He's dunking backward. It was like watching 2 different players.
Even in the freewheeling ABA, Dr. J dazzled. But if you weren't in the building to witness it, you probably didn't see him in action.
You'd hear that, this guy playing for some team in Virginia, the Squires, was flying through the air. And you're like, what? Who is he?
Most of what we knew about him came from game stories, box scores, maybe a tiny film clip of a given play, and word of mouth. The games just were not televised.
My brother was in the Navy in Virginia, and he kept telling me, this kid Erving, man, he's a bad boy.
I kept getting newspapers sent to me about this great kid named Julius Erving, who was scoring 28, 29 points a game, and I thought to myself, Julius Erving, finally a great Jewish basketball player.
You're hearing these reports, this spectacular, swooping, out of nowhere guy that is just doing things that have never been seen before.
By the NCAA, since his most intimidating weapon, the dunk, was prohibited. Only those who had seen him play unchained at the Rucker knew what he could deliver.
Everybody wanted to be Dr. J.
He was one of the first black males in the culture where white fathers said to their children, I'd like you to be like Julius Erving.
See this guy, I can see him in slow motion going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up.
There wasn't anything like this, and if you loved basketball, you had to love this.
He was just special, like no one else.
Julius Erving, look at that move behind the back.
Dr. J, he was one of my favorite players ever.
Dr. J.
Dr. J was the first league ambassador.
I love Dr. J. He's one of the top 3 iconic figures in basketball history.
Good evening, everyone. About to bear witness to one of the most spectacular events in professional basketball, the slam dunk contest.
Dr. J measured off on the foul line, then went back to midcourt.
He took off running with those short shorts, and his afro was blowing in the wind.
Julius Erving, he was like the first Michael Jordan, the way he was dunking and doing all those crazy moves.
I've seen young Mike and young LeBron. Dr. J is still my favorite player.
He scores! He scores at the buzzer, and the Nets win!
I think Dr. J legitimized flamboyance. No longer could the NBA say, oh, this is just a bunch of street guys with their silly red, white, and blue ball and their three-point shot. Hey, deal with it. This is Dr. J. You got anybody better?
Erving comes back to New York, his hometown, and wins the championship. He couldn't ask for anything more.
I welcome you with open arms to Philadelphia team. Thank you very much. My pleasure to be here. Great to have you with me.
The doctor had finally arrived in the NBA.
Let me just describe him as the Babe Ruth of basketball.
I want to see Julius Erving more than I've ever wanted to see any athlete in my life, because you'd heard so much, and he was supposed to be so different.
Show us. Show us. How good are you really?
Exciting player.
Man, I can't believe that dunk. I've never seen one like
Suddenly I see 18,000 people start to rise to their feet, and I'm thinking like, oh, something bad is about to happen here.
Did a move, which is the all-time greatest move I've seen.
Minor fall in the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah.
Julius Erving, Dr. J, probably the best all-around basketball player in the game. His first step on the road to success began with getting involved, being willing to learn and try new things. Basketball, one of the things he tried, broadened his horizons at an early age.
I started playing at a recreation center in Hempstead, Long Island, where I grew up, and the coach that I had then, at that time, didn't just teach me the game of basketball, but he emphasized to me all the important things that a young man should understand in growing up. We traveled around Long Island, we traveled around Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and around the whole New York area, and I got a chance to see what was on the other side. I got a chance to see people with big homes, system here in America, which is a very competitive, hard-nosed system. The way that you can attain the things that you see and that you want are to become a part of that system and conform to the ideals of that same system and place yourself on an avenue that's going to lead you to bigger and better things. Basketball just became one of the many things that I became interested in at the time. I participated in other sports, played football, I played baseball. While I was in school, I was active in the student council organization, the student government, and I became a very diversified young man. And I think it's important for a young kid who's in high school now, who's in junior high school, to come to try and understand himself and what he's all about. And in exposing himself to many different types of things, learn from them, have a youthful type of enthusiasm in relating to the things that he's exposed himself to, and always want to learn, have that desire.
Stop, look what I do. Baby, let's go by you. We just did the mind.
here and slam it down.
So he could do anything with it. And when he would cradle the ball and be like this on a poster, the face sort of went with it. And if you can get the hair up like that at the same time, he was terrifyingly good.
Man, I can't believe that dunk. I've never seen one like it.
He became a cult figure. Everywhere we went, all they wanted to do was see Julius.
If you came to see him play, you was gonna leave there shaking your head saying, man, that kid flat out play.
Kevin Lockery saying, go on, Doc.
I played for a coach who said, you know what? We got this game plan, and it ain't working. You need to do something.
Here's the doctor.
We're playing Kentucky, and Dr. J's on a fast break, and Artis Gilmore, it's a mano a mano. He's waiting for Doc. Now, Gilmore, for people that don't know, is 7'2" with a 5-foot afro. Doc flew right over him.
Gilmore's there. The Doc dunks it. What a play.
Whether I was bringing the ball up court or getting it off the board, I was going to determine the outcome of the game.
Erving with the basketball inside the half-court line. Goes up. It's a 40-footer and
In his first season playing just a few miles from where he grew up, Dr. J won the scoring title and his first MVP and carried the Nets to their first championship.
Julius Erving comes back to New York, his hometown, and wins the championship. He couldn't ask for anything more.
He was the king of the ABA, and life was also good off the court.
It was a beautiful time. I mean, I have a wife and I have 2 sons, and I'm very happy, very excited about the prospects for the future with a woman who I adore and who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And basketball seemed to be taking care of itself.
But while the next season brought another MVP award as the doctor continued to soar,
Look at Julius.
all around him, the league was still struggling to lift its own fortunes.
There was always that challenge of being the other league, not having the major television contract, not getting the notoriety.
We were the NBA. We had the greatest franchises. We had the greatest players. The ABA was good basketball. It was fun basketball, but it wasn't the NBA.
The war between the leagues was now nearly a decade old, and the ABA was losing.
By 1975, the American Basketball Association was a little bit like the Titanic after it hit the iceberg, kind of listing to the left and taking on water.
There was a race. One that had the fastest car was probably going to get their checks cashed first. As soon as they gave you a check, you rushed to the bank to make sure that the check was clear.
We played at Utah one night, and we got to go to San Diego to play the next night, and all of a sudden, we can't go because San Diego folded.
The ABA needs a profitable network television contract. It can't get that as the league now exists without merging with the NBA. So that means the alternatives for this league is consolidation or collapse.
It sometimes seemed like the only thing breathing life into the ABA was his signature star.
No matter how tired he was, he always had time for any reporter, anybody that wanted part of his time, he had time for them. He understood and felt the obligation that he had to try to help keep this league afloat.
And nothing the doctor did would be more memorable than All-Star Weekend in 1976, when the ABA dreamed up another gimmick perfectly suited for his gifts.
Good evening, everyone. This huge record-breaking crowd here at McNichols Arena about to bear witness to one of the most spectacular events in professional basketball, the slam dunk contest.
The field included the highest flyers in the league, but even they knew there was only one guy to watch.
For the New York Nets, the fabulous Dr. J. Julius Erving.
I was going up against Doc. I ain't have a chance. I knew I ain't have a chance.
And now the doctor goes to work. Unbelievable.
With each dunk that night, the show got better and better, and the greatest of them all would become a piece of basketball lore.
Dr. J measured off from the foul line, then went back to midcourt.
I didn't know what he was going to do, to be honest with you. He took off running with those short shorts. and his afro was blowing in the wind.
Just before the free throw line, he takes off, and bam!
And that sends everyone reeling. Julius Erving.
Before that, no one had seen that. First came the stunned silence, the gasp of disbelief, and then the roar of approval.
And the winner, Julius Erving.
It was bigger than I think what anybody thought it was going to be. You know, because 2013, we still talking about it. So now how special was that?
By that 1976 season, the ABA was on its last legs, eventually shrinking down to 7 teams.
Erving. Unbelievable.
But Dr. J was still flying high, capturing his 3rd scoring title, his 3rd MVP, and leading the Nets back to the finals, where they faced the talented Denver Nuggets.
We had 4 great players. We had Dan Issel, Bobby Jones, Ralph Simpson, Marvin Webster, myself. But they had Dr. J.
He gets it over to the doctor. Tie ball game. Here's a shot. Julius. He scores! He scores at the buzzer, and the Nets win. Julius Erving finishes up with 45 points and a shocked, stunned crowd.
Dr. J was amazing. Bobby Jones was the greatest defensive player ever to play the game, and Dr. J had his way.
There is Julius Erving, and he has been a take-charge guy.
We knew where the ball had to go, but no one had a problem with it. He just played tremendous.
Look at Julius. Oh, my goodness.
He averaged almost 40 points a game, 15 rebounds, a lot of assists. He was really the difference in that series.
It's all over. It's all over. And the crowd storms onto the court. Pandemonium as the New York Nets win 112-106.
Everybody's hugging, and he poured champagne all over my head. Oh, it was just a tremendous celebration.
It's as sweet as it ever was. I tell you, now hopefully we've started something that we can keep on and win some more championships in the years to come. And we're going to enjoy this one right now. Have a little champagne.
Good party. And it was done.
And he was supposed to be so different.
I think everybody was saying, show us. Show us. How good are you really?
From UMass to Rucker Park, Virginia to Long Island, the exploits of Dr. J had long been a tall tale more than anything else. And now, in Philadelphia, he was about to prove that the hype was real.
Look at Julius Erving. Watch this. Man, the doctor, oh, brother.
Where'd this guy come from? Look at what he does out on the court. My God, there was nobody like him.
That's incredible. Doctor's bad. Doctor is cold-blooded. He worked a cold-blooded operation.
Julius was like that bird coming in on the wing, swooping in, dunking on people. It was just something to see.
The doctor with his magic show.
When you finally got to see this guy play, it felt like someone was giving you a gift.
And Julius swoops to the middle.
Oh my gosh. Did he just do that? Really, did he just do that?
House call. Erving with the good shot.
I'm guarding him. And we were in Philadelphia at the time.
Here's the doctor. Everybody up in the spectrum.
All of a sudden, I see 18,000 people start to rise to their feet, and I'm thinking like, holy something bad is about to happen here.
You can go for the tie now. Erving maneuvers in. Julius has got it. That is the biggest play of the game.
You would go back in high school and college and tell your teammate, did you see Dr. J yesterday? You didn't even remember what the score was. Did you see the moves that he put on?
Doc just picked the ball up with one hand without even touching it with the other one and windmilled this ball. Like his arms stretched from over here all the way like a rubber band. Boom! The crowd went crazy.
I can't believe that play.
Me and Darryl Dawkins over there, we knew it was basketball then.
Have you ever seen anyone better than him?
No, I haven't.
He was the first guy I ever saw with air brakes. Air brakes. He was going to the basket straight, and all of a sudden, he said, "Rrr," and started going sideways.
How did he do that?
I was like, somewhat like a girl. Oh! Never saw that before.
The NBA had never seen a player like Dr. J or a team like the 76ers, whose supporting cast included George McGinnis, Doug Collins, and a brash pair of youngsters. And they all played like stars.
Yeah, world be free who never met a shot he didn't like. And here I am. If you give it to me, I'm shooting it. What I would tell you, first guy got it, shot it. We played street ball.
They are the Philadelphia 76ers, the greatest collection of individual talent ever assembled on one basketball team.
And it would be the most talented player of all who changed his game for the good of the group.
Pat Williams, who was the GM, clearly said, look, we're going to be a better team. We don't need a guy who scored 30 every night. We don't need a guy to dominate every night. We got stars on our team, and I accepted that.
So many people ask, when will the real Dr. J show? It doesn't bother you the two guys you beat out in scoring in the ABA, Durbin and Thompson, have now passed you in the NBA.
Well, scoring is an individual statistic, and I think the objectives of the team are things that have to be paramount and have to come first.
He didn't want to rock the boat. He was too nice a man to say, hey, I'm Dr. J, you know?
But it worked. As the Sixers made it to the NBA Finals to play their polar opposites, the Portland Trail Blazers.
We represented the team game, making the other people better.
The 1977 Finals were almost a morality play in the eyes of a lot of people. This was the basketball world, the old world, taking a stand against these invaders and protecting the women and children from these crazy people.
And as the series began, it was best to hide the women and children.
Tiptoes to McGinnis, quickly to the doctor.
The doctor reemerged, as if to show the basketball world who its best player was, once and for all.
Erving to the basket. The doctor came through.
Portland's team concept looked to be no match for Erving's individual brilliance, as the Doc powered the Sixers to a 2-0 series lead.
Erving, does he have time? He's airborne.
But late in game 2, everything would change.
Still Dawkins and Maurice Lucas. It's Dawkins and Lucas. Dawkins and Lucas. Jack Ramsey pushing Dawkins. And now they pull Lucas back. Ramsey is out there.
There was a division created by that fight, and Portland used it as a rallying cry. Portland pulled together, and we pulled apart.
Just cuts, makes a beautiful pass.
Portland knew how to wait for the guy to come off, pass the ball.
Another great pass by Walton.
Wherein we were, hey man, get over there and get the ball. What's wrong with you? I ain't passing to you no more. It was a bit different.
The Blazers stormed back to take the next 3 games of the series.
Sequence for the Blazers. Walton again, twice at the basket.
The reeling Sixers faced elimination in Game 6. And the Doc responded with a finals performance for the ages.
Walton there, Erving there. They meet at the top. Well, that's just 2 great players going against one another, and Julius won that battle. Julius roaring to the basket. And Julius is unbelievable.
He never stopped coming at you. And there was just one moment where I thought I had him.
The doctor out of there in a hurry. The doctor on the fly. The doctor with a windmill. He's got it. Julius Erving. Julius Erving.
With 40 points, Erving carried the Sixers all night long. But in the closing seconds, they needed a basket to tie the score.
109-107. Philadelphia with possession.
We go to the huddle and, you know, guys are saying that they can beat their man.
Philly coach Gene Shue recalled the final play for George McGinnis.
Here we go, the inbound of McGinnis. Drive, stop, pump, shoot, short, no good, and the game is over! The Portland Trail Blazers have won the World Championship.
when the game comes down to the very
This is Erving. Oh, showtime to the doctor. Here comes the doctor. House call. Oh, my goodness. 3:15 now for the game. Here's the doctor inside. Oh, give it to him and send him to the free throw line. The West coach calling the shots. Oh, Dr. J. Collins to Julius. Oh! Watch this move right here. But he threw it away to Henry Bibby.
It's 89-84. Sixers, and they get inside. And unbelievable. Julius Erving. Watch this fantastic move by the doctor.
Julius in the air, prominent with the right hand, floating, reaching, and spinning it in. Incredible.
Advantage to have a ball handler who can rebound, who can just take the ball the length of the court. That's one of the things Magic does so well. Now Mo Cheeks looping inside to Dr. J. Wilkes was
fast, they're quick, and they're good players, great players, they're good players, and good shooters.
Yeah, you let Cheeks alone, he'll hit that basket. Bobby Jones was left alone.
But he did the best thing, couldn't get control of it, took it out of bounds with him. And that's another one of the key matchups as the game develops. Bobby Jones, an outstanding defensive player.
Look at that play. They overplayed Erving again. They fronted.
Or the weak side.
They want him to use all five. Erving low inside. Shot block. Erving makes no mistake. This horrid shooter in the last 6 games. One of the leading shooters in the league. Julius took advantage of Cooper's overplaying view with winners that you will see as we get close to the playoffs and through the playoffs that build it. Interesting. Fascinating. Rambis all over Bobby. Gets the move on the baseline anyway. Julius goes up and is fouled by Wilkes. Second foul.
Along with the rest of us.
It's not all calculated, is it? It's Nixon. Bobby Jones comes right back, right in Wilkes' face. Philadelphia 3-on-2. Cheeks, the middleman. Erving. Coming right back is 4. Caldwell, Jones, and Curitin have 3. Wilkes 4 and Kareem 3. Julius inside. Gervin, leading scorer in the league, who scored 50 points. Kareem over 2 Sixers in the dock. You believe that?
Here's the move. Holds it up. Hesitates. I don't think that would surprise you.
Tony. Nixon cuts him off. Double team. The doctor.
That's that 2-on-2 game that they're working with.
Out in the spectrum goes home happy. This is Dick Stockton for Bill Russell saying so long from the spectrum. The final.
The pass, he's still got it, comes through the paint, hooks on the run. No, but Julius is right there. Perry touched it last, and Philly gets the ball. That was the whistle. Here come the Sixers. Dr. J finger rolls, and he's going with Tony. Right now, 13-11, but Bobby Jones takes low for Livingston. Bobby Jones with a step in front to steal. Up the cheeks, Dr. J, and terrible shot. Rebound, Jones to Johnson, down deep. They call a foul on Tyler on that, so Philly get on the wing. Lob in the lane to Vinnie Johnson. Nice bounce to Livingston, goes baseline. Shot is blocked. In the closing moments of the quarter, he will absolutely fly down the lane and hit the shot and draw the foul. Tyler with the ball on the wing for the Pistons, going in the paint on Julius, has it slammed back in his face. They don't want to try and get into the running situation right now. To Dr. J. 3-on-2 for the Sixers. Julius just dumps it off to Coney, who puts it up in air. Drops it off to Doc, who sends it up in air. Julius Erving has 40.
They needed to get somebody with Julius. So he needed a little bit of help.
This is the man. And he was on a mission. We need one guy who's going to be there for 38, 40 minutes a night.
And they got the right man at the right time. A fella by the name of Moses Malone.
comes Philly. Moses Malone drops it off the dock. He sends it up and in. Forced the shot, didn't get it. Erving has the field beat. Lets Wilkins slide by.
I'm thinking about Moses. That's a dimension that I've never played with in a 12-year career.
Erving anotó 7 puntos consecutivos en el cuarto final y los 76ers se alzaron con la victoria por 111-107 y con el campeonato de la NBA.
Erving for two and the foul. And the Lakers face defeat. Then the crusher, Julius from the outside. In one final burst, the Sixers put the championship away.
Moses Malone se recuperó de su mala actuación en los primeros 24 minutos del partido y terminó con 24 puntos y 23 rebotes, logrando el premio al MVP de las finales. Malone promedió 25,8 puntos y 18 rebotes en los 4 encuentros de la serie. Dr. J finalizó con 21 puntos en el cuarto duelo y consiguió así su primer título de la NBA.
The champion Lakers have been dethroned. Though hurt by injuries, they have played valiantly. Laker fans were as stunned as their team. They were used to finding a way to win. For the Sixers, this was a long time coming. For years, they had begun as favorites, ended as runners-up, or worse. 3 finals in 4 years. They told their fans they owed them one, and now they had finally delivered. Moses Malone had had a champagne series and was voted most valuable player. This was vindication.
Hey, Mr. Tony, how did you feel when the buzzer went off and we had won the world?
The way I felt, I tell you, I didn't even know I had these.
For veterans Julius Erving and Bobby Jones, this was an intimate and personal triumph. For many on the squad, it was overwhelming.
It was just fantastic. He carried us in the first game of this series. Offensively, just did it.
Billy Cunningham had lived with failure and now had finally won the respect that comes with victory.
One thing about this team that they should be remembered for is they had the ability every year to come back and just keep on doing it. And keep on doing it, and darn it, they climbed the mountain.
NBA Commissioner Larry O'Brien presented the trophy to the champion Sixers.
And the world champions are here with us right now. It's Philadelphia 76ers, the champions of the world. Hello. The 76ers own this forever. The world champions.
This was our time. It was all a matter, of the plan for us, and we didn't write the script. We just lived it out.
The 76ers flew back to Philadelphia with their first NBA title in 16 years. The city loves a winner, and after so many near misses, the Sixers love to give them one. The 76ers no longer owed anything to anyone. All debts were paid in full, and the streets were jammed with Philadelphians who wanted to let their team know how good they felt.
of my face like always. I'm lost in life's parade. My skin is dry, my hair is white as snow. Here I go again. I'm driving down the road like always, but now it's not the same. 'Cause I'm so tired. Looking after me, I'm sure she'll never let me down again. Be a butterfly again. Be a butterfly again. Be a butterfly again. Fly again for me. I'm feeling like a worm. I'm feeling like I want some more.
Thank you, Dr. J, for all the house calls. Thank you, Doc, for mid-air highlights. Thanks, Jay, for the grace and the style. But most of all, thank you, Julius Erving, for teaching us all something about class.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me. Julius, the doctor! Because of
Jewel, I hope life after basketball gives you the pleasure, the success, and the reward that life doing basketball provided for you.
You know, many people are going to say, well, Julius, why don't you play another year? You know, we're so sorry to see you retire. I'm ecstatic. You did it your way because you were the greatest as a player, as a person, and as a friend.
And if I chance that special place that you've been dreaming of,
that a lot of times.
It's 89-84. Sixers, and they get inside. Unbelievable. Julius Erving. Watch this fantastic move by the Doctor. Julius in the air, palm of the right hand, floating, reaching, and spinning it in. And
Stolen by the Doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rocks the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
the good and bad. I know how much we had. I've always been so glad to be with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you. I know that I belong right here with you. Through the years, I never had a doubt we'd always work things out. I've learned what life's about by loving